Hi friends, my name is Mackenzie, also known as Emtothethird, and this is a shop update preview. Last week I had the opportunity to vend at Sacred Sheep, which is a new fiber festival located here in Portland, Oregon, where I am also located. It was a blast. I dyed a ton of yarn for the event. I met a ton of you at the event. Thank you so much for saying hi. And I have yarn left over that now I'm gonna list on my site for you to browse and shop. So I wanted to do this little video just to kind of give you an idea of what I have, introduced a new base, introduced some new project kits. The shop will be live tomorrow, Saturday at noon. Make sure to head on over and browse everything. But first, let me kind of give you an idea of what is listed. So for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I do all natural dyes. So what that means is all of the dyes that I use are natural pigments. Largely I use dye extracts, and I mordant all of my yarn before dyeing on them. Mordanting is sort of like a fiber preparation process where you treat the yarn with metal salts to create a stronger bind between the color pigment and the yarn, which means that it will be light and color fast. I also test all of my dye recipes for color and light fastness, so you can be assured that your colors will stay vibrant. However, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't keep your knits and yarn out of direct sunlight. That's true for any kind of yarn that you're working with, natural or acid dyes. So just something to keep in mind. The first thing that I want to tell you about are a kit that me and my friend Zoe of Junebug and Darlin have put together. The kit is for the Floriography mittens. So this is a collaboration. If you have been around for a while, you know Zoe is a dear friend of mine, also based here in Portland, Oregon, and is an amazing cross-stitch designer. So we wanted to create a mitten that featured her cross-stitch design on my yarn. So I designed the mitten pattern and then she did all the cross-stitch. So the mitten yarn is my yarn liminal. It's a DK weight, it's non-superwash merino Romney, and it's available in this light pink that is called Pink Lady, as well as this green, which is called Gathering Moss. So both kits come with either the different base, but the same colors of embroidery. It's actually tapestry wool. And then you get a nice printed version of the pattern with her instructions about how to do the cross-stitch design on the mitten. So we've got a select number of these kits left that will be listed tomorrow. They're $75. And again, they come with the pattern for the mitten and the yarn and supplies. I'm so proud of this little mitten. Zoe is just like such a wonderful designer. I also have something fun to share with you in the next podcast episode that she gifted me of her design. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's the first little offering that we have. I also want to mention that every order that is $100 or more from now until Christmas comes with one of these little illustrated gift tag kits that I put together. So it comes with some twine and then these illustrated knit item tags. So if you're gifting knitwear, I think these are super cute to decorate with, if you're into packaging like I am. So since we went over the mitten kit, let me show you all of the colors of liminal that I have. I have a very small amount of liminal in stock right now, and that is because the mill that I work with to spin this base is very backlogged. So what I have is what I have for now, but it will be coming back soon. So we've got this color, which is a new color for me. It's one of my favorites that I've been dyeing recently. It is a mix of madder and logwood, and I called it a nice glass of Chianti because we had just watched Silence of the Lambs. But isn't that color so good? I really want to make myself a sweater with this one. So we've got this. We've got one of my favorite colors ever that complements this really well. It's also dyed with madder and logwood. Sorry about the bus. And it is called jugo, like juice. I've got this one, which I've called Vintage Rose. These all of the natural dyes like just complement each other so well. I am very tempted to make myself like a striped sweater soon. We've got this like amazing hot pink. This I called Hibiscus, and it is dyed with cochineal. Cochineal is really amazing. It's like a little bug, and depending on, oh sorry, it's blowing out. Depending on the pH, it can shift very, very purple all the way to like a very orange. So this one is very much a color of that is like both science and art. But yeah, this color is so fun. It's very like Barbie pink. Oh my God, I can't hold the, I will also take some close-up video of all the yarn together so that you can see them together. And then I've got Chasing Waterfalls, which is a pretty great teal. This one is dyed with Saxon Blue, Kutch, and Weld to get this like amazing teal. And then I've got a slightly lighter teal with some like purple bits in it that is called Sage. So we've got these three. I mean, they're real pretty. And again, there's not a lot of stock of these. So if you want to make a small project like a hat or a pair of mittens, maybe for like a holiday gift, one of these will do you really well. I also made myself the cotton grass jumper with short sleeves, which is a pattern from the Petite Knitter. And in my size, I only use 3 skeins. Plus a contrast color. So 4 skeins in total with different colors. So if you already have maybe like a white skein or lightly speckled DK weight yarn, you could get like 3 of these to make like a really beautiful little sweater for yourself. Okay, so that's all the colors of Liminal. Like I said, the stock is pretty limited because I'm waiting on my mill, but it's gonna be a few months before that happens. So next up, these were really, really popular at the show. It was so fun to like I feel the same way about mini skeins, where it's like a little treat. You just grab one, you're like, oh, cute. So all of these, this beautiful assortment of mini skeins is just a superwash merino nylon, great for incorporating into sock projects. I know a lot of people are really into like crochet scrap projects right now. So these would also lend themselves well to that. They're fingering weight, and we've got a beautiful naturally dyed rainbow available in those. I think they're so cute. So we've got 3 different blues available. This one is called Puddle Jumpin', this one is called Cloud Gazing, and this one is called Berry Pickin'. So we were trying to kind of think of cottagecore-y names for these ones. My mom and Kay both helped me name them, and we were having so much fun thinking of different ideas. So we've got these 3. Yeah, it's blowing out so much. Let me turn my light down. Un poquito. Yeah, there we go. So we've got like this very nice, very variation ombre effect. Next, let's go through greens. This is one of my favorite names. I mean, I also love the color that we came up with. So we were looking at this one and I was like, what is this? What does this look like? And I was asking my mom, and my mom was like, it kind of reminds me of a London fog. And Kay was like, it reminds me of a frog. So this one is called London Frog, which I adore. Yeah. And then we've got a slightly brighter green, which is called Moss Gathering. Yeah, so we love those. And then oranges and reds. This one also cracked me up. My mom called it Peter Peter, like pumpkin eater. So we've got this great orange and then this great like clay color, which we called Franz the cat because it reminded us of my sister's cat, who is a ginger tabby. Okay, so we've got these two nice light guys, pink, Whimsy, and then this purple is called Dewdrop. Please focus. Maybe. And I think I'm missing one. Let me go find that. Yes, we were. It is this yellow called Lemon Drizzle, and there's like little bits of pink in it, which is very cute. So again, I'll take some like close-up shots so that you can kind of see them all together laid out, because they're pretty cute. Last but not least, I have a new sock base. It's tough to be using bases exclusively from the mill because there's frequently a long wait time for me to get that yarn. So I've had to start finding more commercially available yarns that I can just buy in bulk. And one of the challenges is that a lot of that yarn is superwash. I think though, there's definitely a place for superwash. I am definitely not a like superwash bad, non-superwash good kind of person. So I was looking for something unique. I love BFL sock yarn. I think it's a great base. All of the socks that I've knit in it, I love wearing. And so I found a superwash BFL and nylon sock base. Got a couple skeins of it, really liked it. And so that is my new sock base, which is called Wondrous Sock. I wanted a nice adjective that like really evoked like feelings of coziness and nostalgia and like fairy tale vibes. And so yeah, that's what I came up with, was Wondrous Sock. And yeah, I'm just really excited to share it with you. I've got a really great palette. Some of the colors did sell out over the weekend, but I'll be sort of like filling in those gaps as I receive my replenished dye supply in the mail. But for now, we have some really great colors that I'm excited to share with you. The first one is called Fall Dusk, and it's this really great teal-y color. These are going to be, a lot of the dye recipes sort of translate differently on different bases, especially when you're going from non-superwash to superwash. So they almost come across as more saturated on the superwash sock base. So these are pretty similar to, like the recipe is similar to the Chasing Waterfalls on Liminal, but they just pick up the dyes a little bit more intensely. So we've got that guy. I'm really excited about this blue that I dyed. It is called Night Swimming, but it's just, it almost like glows. It's such a great blue color. We've got just like the plain, it's called Baby Bella after the mushrooms. Just like a plain white, but you know, we need plain white sometimes in our color work dreams. This is a pretty constant color for me. It's called Pink Lady. It's just like this really great baby pink, and it really works well with a lot of the other colors, like pairing them together. Zoe, who was sharing the booth with me, was like really wanting to do something with these two together, which I think would be stunning. Next is Hugo again. It's like so beautiful on this base. Yeah. And then we've got Chasing Waterfalls again. Then we've got a color we haven't really seen, which is called Amanita, after the mushroom. It's a very like pinky kind of red, but it is one of my favorite colors. I think it's great. And this is dyed with cochineal, so this is like the pH change like I talked about. So one of the things about washing and caring for natural dyes is using a pH neutral soap. A lot of like eco soaps are very pH neutral, so it's like not an issue, you just care for them like you would anything else. I like to use Eucalyptus, which is a really great option, but you can actually shift the color even after the fact by using something that is more acidic or more alkaline. So just something to keep in mind. And then last but not least, this is Hyacinth. So yeah, we've got a really great little selection of colors. I was mentioning wanting to do like stripes. Like how fun would that be? I definitely have to knit some socks using a bunch of the colors. But yeah, look how cute. So those are all the offerings. I definitely have more of these. So if you're looking for like a shawl project or a sweater project, there are more options for you available. If you have any questions, you can always DM me on Instagram, and I can help you out picking colors, whatever you need. But yeah, I'm very, very excited for the offerings available in the shop update. So again, if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And you know, whether you were just browsing to be a lurker or browsing because you know you're gonna make a purchase, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And there is a podcast episode coming next week, so be ready for that. And I'll talk to you then. Okay, bye.